Hello guys, my name is Michael. I'm a JavaScript developer for Microsoft in London, and today is Tuesday, 20th of October, 1809, and I have a jiu-jitsu training in just 51 minutes. It takes me 25 minutes to get there, so something very quickly. And I don't mind if you see my desktop, I don't mind if you see my icons or apps I'm running. I don't mind. I just want to show you something I did very recently, which is Google authentication. It took me a little while to figure out because there are plenty of options, like at least three equally, well, not precisely equally, but different. So I'll just show you a way that currently works for me, and I think that this way is quick and efficient, so let's get started. I will start from this little thingy to save me some typing, and I will create a file called index.html. Okay, boom. And here I would like to have a Google signing button, so I'll just go to images, Google sign in. I don't mind about spelling because they know better than I know. So I'll just get image, boom, save image. And again, I don't mind if you know my file names. I don't mind. Sign in with Google. Okay, I'll just save it. Boom, boom. What is the extension? PNG. So let's do that. PNG source equals boom. And I'm actually using Angular extensively, so Angular Google APIs. And while I'm on this page, I will use jQuery as well because it's just practical. And I'll call the title quick demo, boom, Angular.js, tick, actually give me for 7, and it will be body ng app equals app, ng controller equals controller, and somewhere here I'll just add script. It will be var app equals Angular module app, and you know, it may work, it may not. I rarely type it by hand, but I actually want to see how it goes. App controller ctrl and plus function plus scope, and scope login is function, and I will just alert it works. This orange thing is a JS hint that tells me about potential errors if I do something really stupid like a equals 2. Well, it's not that stupid. A equals BBB. It should theoretically tell me that something is wrong here, but I think it thinks it is a HTML file, so not all JavaScript errors are thing. But anyway, it helps. And now I will attach click handler, ng click equals login. So let's see if it works. If it works, it will be boom. Yeah, it works. Perfect. But does it work really? No. So let me create the actual Google authentication. So here is, when I go to this URL, it automatically redirects me to the latest project, which is just kind of acceptable. I need to create a new one. I will call it demo tutorial. Okay, I don't mind about anything. And this is Soylent, European version of Soylent. Okay, I'm in my new tutorial. I will enable some APIs because now I created a project, but it doesn't have any permissions, and apparently I have already 7. Yeah, automatically for whatever. I'm working on a project with Gmail, so I'll just enable this one. It is now enabled. And I know from experience, because I did it, that there is a Google API Node. Oh, here it is, Node.js client. Boom. So this is just a static HTML, and I want to create a Node server. So the Node server will handle authentication. So what I will do, I'll just create a folder static. Boom. This file will be static files. I will create a package JSON. Boom. I will call it. I never know how it goes. Name. It's JSON, so it has to be column name. Demo tutorial. Dependencies. Boom. It is an array. Sorry, this is. I've never done this by hand. Package JSON. This is an array of. Oh, this is an object actually. I need express and version will do, and Google Apps. Okay, let's see if it works. Oops. Fuck's sake. Now you see my whatever. Don't be desperate. These tokens will be revoked anyway. So I just go to CD desktop demo tutorial. I have npm install. It can take a while because these are very popular packages, very popular npm modules, and I know that Express and Express serve static. Yep. Faster than I thought. Maybe I have cached something already. Getting started. And again, the Express code is something I've never done by hand. It's just always copy and paste app.js. So I will have to var Express require. I'm sorry for all my typos, but I'm using Windows at work because I work for Microsoft, and I have completely different keyboard back then. So when I'm at home, I occasionally struggle, but only for the first 15 minutes, because then I'm back to norm. Web applications, get started. Hello world, yep, here we go. Okay, that will do. But I don't want that. I want to have static files that are static files. Flag, express, static. Static, it's called static. This can work. Let's see, Node app.js. Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, it works. So now we have static files. Now we have Node app with required dependencies. So now it's time actually to do this authentication work, and I still have 10 minutes left. Woo-hoo-hoo. So I will have to generate authentication URL. So I'll just grab all this code, boom. I'll put it here. Okay, I need to client ID and client secret, which I create here in the credentials. I need to add credentials, and I told you at first that there are a couple of different options, and I think that this is the one. I'm accessing user data. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here is the consent screen. That this is the demo tutorial, and all the rest is optional. I'll just save it. This is the web app. I call it first app. Authorized origin, since this one goes here, I'll just okay, HTTP, and oops, too many. Come on, where is that? Save. Okay, no slash, and here it will go to OAuth callback. Save. Cannot or relative cannot. Let me try again. HTTP localhost 3000 OAuth callback. And now it works fine. And if I try HTTP 0000 3000 OAuth callback, whatever. And just to be consistent, and if I try, you see a little discrepancy that can spoil everything, and I want to avoid these errors because sometimes you literally you don't want to screw up here because it just triggers so many errors that just not worth the effort. Okay, I have the client ID, and I'll put client ID here. Boom. I have client secret. Boom. I put client secret here. Boom. Boom. Client URL. Redirect URL. Boom. Oh. You know, I don't want to screw up. I'll just copy and paste. Sorry about that. These errors are just okay. I have this, so I have the client, I have the scopes, but actually my enable APIs are not the default. My enable APIs are the Gmail, so I'll just Gmail API permissions. Have different scopes here, and I just want to say full access to the account. Let's do that. Actually, I think that this is like too risky. I'll just do that. Boom. Boom. Okay. And now I generate URL here, but there is no way to. There is a way to pass to the client, and just do this app get. I'll call it, if I go URL function request response, and I will just response send URL. I'll just send URL. Fair enough, fair game. And here I'll actually pass the HTTP. Okay, and on start I'll just HTTP get. I'll just get URL and get function. I think that this returns a promise, and then I'll just function response. I'll just call alert response data. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. One step at a time. Boom. Let's open the network. What has happened? I know. This file is it's a silly mistake. This file was here while I moved the actual files here. So I just boom, paste, this, delete, and now again. Oops, 404, not found. Okay, I need to restart server, and it's the way node up. Now it should work. Now there's okay. Google is not defined, of course, because I called it not Google but Google API. So I just call it Google. Now it works. Okay, I received the URL. So now what I do in my index, rather than index ng-click login, rather than alert, I'll just pass another dependency called window, and I'll call window open, and again window open. Yeah. Let's see what they have, some examples. Yep, window open, window open, and I will call it here. I'll call it, first of all, I'll call var URL equals response data, and I will open that URL. I'll call please sign in with Google, and here I'll just call with 500, height 700, probably this is required. Boom. Where is the, I just pin this tab so it stays here, and now ta-da! Oops. Sorry. Now I'll be redirected to a new page that doesn't exist, but at least I see the code. This code is very important. So what I do now, I just create this page. Static OAuth callback. I'll create a file called index.html. I'll just get this, get that, and what I can do here, and I'm not that smart, I just did it previously. What I can do, now I have this code, you saw that a moment ago. I have the code, and this code is actually required to obtain the tokens to authenticate. And this token is contained, this code is contained within the URL. So what I can do, this window was opened from here. I just did window open. So what I can do, I can window opener, I can get the reference, and I'll just do that, window opener post message. I'm not that smart, I'm just using the documentation that is just available out there. Window opener. Why this is like so many docs, so many documentation? I just want a simple example. Okay, so I have an idea first. In here, I just do window on message. Shit. The time is running up. I have to go in just a few minutes. Okay, same page on message. it would be easier if I just refer to the code that is already working, that I have on my hard drive, but I don't want to cheat. I want to do this from scratch. Post message. Window. Okay, window on message. Okay. I just want to know if this is on message. Sometimes the capitalization is different, but okay, on message equals function event console log event. Okay, that's it. And here I will actually opener post message. I will call my URL is, because the URL contains the code plus location ref. And okay, I think that should be enough. Maybe here it is. I'll just reflow the thing. I have the URL. Boom. Allow. Okay, 2 arguments required. Yeah, I think that I saw that. So this is actually cheating because I know that I saw that in one of the examples. So I'll try again. I'll just dock this. Let's see if is it possible to reload that thing? Boom. And now, oh, yeah, message event, data. So now what I can do, I just don't need my URL is, okay, boom. In here, once I receive the message, the actual thing is contained in the event data. So I will call var URL with code equals e-data, and I will call var window that was opened. I'll just var windows that was opened, boom, and I don't need the window, so I'll just call close, because window that was opened should be closed, right? And now I have the URL with code, so let's see how it works. I'll just reload the thing, boom, allow, this closes. Now I have the URL with the code. Now I should extract the code, so I will just okay, I'll just var URL equals boom, URL last index of code, boom, I'll just call the var index, boom, and now I'll just use URL, I never know which is which, between substring index, okay, I know that, yeah, here just add +5, okay, and then I also replace the hash at the end with nothing. I know that hash cannot be contained within the thing, so I'll just copy that. Okay. Substring header. URL. Okay, this is required. Var index is required. Then URL substring. Okay. Var code. Now I have just a code. And now as I have the code, I will refer to the docs once again, because I know that here I have a set credentials, retrieve access token. Yes, with the code, you can ask for access token. So what I'll do, I'll just get this method, go to the Node app get token function request, boom, boom. Okay. Oh no, I need to pass the code in my request parameter. So what I can do here, express get parameters, how to access, yep. Rig query code, okay. Var code equals rig query code, and just to be sure, I'll just code console log code, boom. And if I have error, I'll just display them. But if I don't have error, if I don't have, I just sometimes I wish it was different. Sometimes I would like to have in the first line, if error, do something, but never mind. Either way, I'll just do console log error, console log tokens, boom. And in the static HTML, once I have the code, I'll just do HTTP tokens and then function response console log response data. Other things are like response headers, response cookies. I'm not really sure. Response data is something I want. And actually here I do something, but nothing really happens. So I'll call response send, I'll just pass the whole error. If error, otherwise response send check node console for access tokens. Boom, boom, boom. And I think I need to restart server. I can use nodemon that automatically restarts server, but it's not that convenient because any change will restart whatever you prefer. Okay, I don't need all this documentation examples, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's start. I'll just put it here and hopefully it will work. I just sign in. Boom, boom, boom. Error. Bad request. No idea. Static HTTP tokens. Get tokens. Reload. Boom, 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 boom. Sign in. Allow. Not found. Get tokens. Tokens. So now you see, I'll just demonstrate it once more that this node as node monitor works. I'll just change, boom, and it restarts gently. So now, one more attempt. I reload just to be extra sure. Sign in. Allow. Invalid request because the code is undefined. And I know why it's undefined, because I'm making request, but I'm not passing the thing. So I think I need to pass code equals code, right? Something like that. Yeah, we can just double check, but I'm pretty sure it's HTTP Angular. The second parameter is data object shortcut methods get config. It's actually config. So maybe in my config I need to pass data. You know, let's just ask computer and see how it works. Boom, boom, allow, and this time again undefined. So let's pass in the config, this hole is a config, so I need to pass data. Yep. Get tokens, save, reload, sign in, allow. I wish I knew how to automate this process again in valid requests. So I'll just do something like that. Equal code equals plus code. Let's get request. Now it should work. Hopefully. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Invalid grant. No. Why this code is so strange? Maybe I was too fast. Substring index from 5 console log code. Boom. And this time I will actually go to, I'll set a breakpoint here. Set a breakpoint here. Okay. I set a breakpoint here, so I shouldn't do much. Okay, let's try again. I don't like it. I want to hit this breakpoint. Boom, boom. Okay, F10. What the heck? I want to, once again, I want to go here. So I set a breakpoint here, and I will gently go 1 by 1. I'll just step, boom. Okay. Oh, I see. I made a silly mistake because here is a URL with code and I'm using URL in other place. That was silly. And this is what happens when you use variable names that are generic and meaningless. Once again, boom, 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 reload. Here we have node monitor that doesn't think. Sign with Google, allow. My code is fairly okay. And here, hub crashed. But yes, we have access token and refresh token. And the reason why it crashed because I'm probably, what I did is the node error. I think I've sent too many things. Where I said header. I think that I've sent the response. Yeah. My favorite pattern for that is actually doing something like here. If I have error, I actually console log error. I send to the client resend error, and then I just return. In that way, I can just collapse, then know that if error, I'm sorted out. Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Now it nicely restarts. I'll actually clean it. Boom. And now in Chrome, in the I'll actually respond. Resend tokens. Yep. Local console log. All right. Yep. Okay. And here, let's do that. I think we are getting there. So tick. Now I'll sign with Google. And it all happens automatically because I'm already signed in. So I have to do, you didn't see much. Google authorized apps. Okay, this is my tokens. I have to remove demo tutorial. Boom. Okay, it's removed. So now I'm not signed in automatically. I'm making network request to get the URL. I return the URL. The URL is saved in the controller, but you already know it. And now, again, I will just kill it. I will start again, so there is a clean console. I'm sorry about that. I'll kill it again. Clean console here. I press the magic button. Boom. I allow. Everything works. Here is the access token. Here is the refresh token. I return the data to the client, and it took me some time, and it always takes some time. Lessons learned. It is just a difficult job, and on the one hand, it took me a long time to get this done, but on the other hand, I done this code previously, and previously it took me a couple of days actually to figure out the right ways of authenticating, how to use that library, how to use that library, and actually it took me a few months to get into speed with all the node patterns, various modules. So you need to balance. On the one hand, it was quick, on the other hand, it was long. Now I have these tokens, and how to use these tokens and how to authenticate requests, how to store the data, how to secure the authentication, how to do these other things. It is like a completely new set of challenges. So for now, I will just sign off, and yeah, 37 minutes. Ciao.